please. If anybody sitting here.
Growing up in my household was a lot of being the easy child, as what everyone in my family would say. Never did anything that would disturb anyone, but I guess that's where the problem was. I was just left on my own for most of the time. I didn't know what to do, didn't know anything. There was this sense of like leaving me out of everything. And literally the isolation happened even in school just because I looked different and I was quiet and people just didn't want to associate with me that way. They would literally call me like things like, oh, I'm like fat, I'm ugly and stuff like that. I didn't know how to step up for myself, so when I did learn how to, it was more in an aggressive way. By 11, 12 years old, I was picking fights with everyone in school because like, you know, don't annoy me, don't piss me off, you know, you're calling me names, I don't like this. And I started to kind of just push back. By secondary school, name callings got even more vulgar. Words nobody wants to hear. They would say things like, oh, you're a whore and stuff like that. And I would simply believe that. And I would put my worth down there and I'd be like, okay, that's all I'm good for, you know? That is where my self-worth is. So I did stoop low. I did lose myself in this false identity that people gave me. Eventually that would like say that, oh, I'm crazy and whatever. Like, what really, really, really hit and made me want to say, I need to go and do this thing where I find people and change my life was when I lost my mom. And when I did, I was living with my mom, so I also lost my house, basically. Everything feels empty. My mom is no longer nagging at me, you know. Nobody is telling me, you have to get home by 9 p.m. So after that happened, I think I just wanted to do something different. What I needed was people who kind of just understood me, kind of got me, and like we could just bond from there. Li-Ying reached out to me. She's one of the people who is part of Hatch, and she invited me back into Kita Space. So it's this place where we gather together and we share about anything we want to share. I went for Kita Spaces almost every month when I could. And at some point I stopped the drinking, stopped the smoking, had friends, made a new community. It just like, it felt good. Now I feel like, wow, this is me living my life, living the best version of myself. And I don't think I've ever been happier. I was able to find people who genuinely cared. And they stood by me. Which is nice because this is all very new to me. Accepting the love, being able to reciprocate it in a good way, figuring out things I like and being me. Me, not what people think of me, but me as in my own version of who I want to be and who I think is me. What you have to do is you have to choose to make it better. When you see an opportunity, you have to yank it, pull it with all your might, and that might save you from whatever it is that you're going through. Keep trying. Just never give up and always fight with yourself, you know, and tell yourself, I am capable. I am strong. Sometimes we're not given the best, but you push, and your world is what you make it.